Alright boys and girls, and welcome back to another building video. As you can see, this base is an absolute banger and it targets the groups less dedicated to farming. Base prep and material cost for this one is super low, but it takes advantage of all the features that you'd be looking for inside a base design. Expand from a spacious starter into a monster main base with inner peak downs, overpowered turrets up on roof and in compound, plus amazing storage and retake capabilities, assisting you all to have a successful wipe. The house building does take a massive bit of time, and so do these videos too. So if you enjoy them, please drop me a little like, I would appreciate it a lot. And I'll also subtly mention that I've been doing a little bit of streaming, and it just so happens that it's not just the building plan that I like to utilize. But yeah boys, swing by the streams and let's get onto that tour for you now. Alright, starting off with the tour of the Rider. Now we're in with the gatehouse here, slightly different one from what I usually use. Not a lot of angles to play off of here apart from that airlock, but we're keeping it small and cheap, which is super nice. You'll see the turrets here are absolutely amazing. Got a little of a power issue there because there's some extra ones outside I placed for aesthetics. But there's only 12 turrets in the space, you're chilling. Little one-wall seal as well, which is super handy to have. Really, really nice. Makes it easy for sealing an online raid, which is nice too. Plus it's cheap on the high wall cost. Don't have to whip that chainsaw out for too long. We have a 6-bedroom modules over here. You can throw one bed per with a locker as well. And you can see that it funnels you around the rest of the base too with these barricades and the shotgun traps to help tighten up that angle and give the shotgun trap a little bit more safety in there so nobody's going to break that. If you like building and you're looking to improve, my Discord is a wonderful place to be. We've got multiple great builders including me to answer any questions that you may have, an extensive moderator team, and if it's my building style that you like and you don't want your base layout to be visible on YouTube, then you can open a ticket and look into getting your own custom base design for your own personal use. Cheers lads, let's go on with the tour. We have 3 ways into the base and you can see we instantly create an airlock with the rest of the shell when we open up these double doors. Next to our way in is a quick shoot up to the top of our inner peaks, and from here of course you can use your inners. Dropping back down you can see how that airlock's going to line up, super nice here, nobody's going to get through unless you got some massive tall foundations. Now we can wrap into our shell. You can see we've got some angles to retake from inside the main core there, and a couple of turrets are watching from some sneaky spots as well, and those turrets should be pretty tough to break for the average raider rocking about through here, and it's going to help you guys keep control of your shell. Down in the shell, there's more deployable space if you want to throw mixing tables here. I've got some beds, but you can throw down mixing tables, furnaces, anything like that is going to work out nice. And of course, a good spot for a battery there too. Wraps all the way through, and you can seal it up with as many doors as you'd like, storing loot in here as well. There's one way into the main core, and it's a slightly larger circle. Essentially, we've got 2 squares coming off of it to let us play off of. We get this nice entrance here, giving us some good spots to use. Jump up to the 3rd floor there is sealed with a stair bunker, along with the drop down to our main core is also stair bunkered as well, giving us 2 bunkers in the space as well, which is going to be super nice. 2nd floor has of course got that airlock, the wraparound as well, and a little loot room too. Get some 4 boxes in here and it leaves it nice and spacious, allowing us to have our boxes inside the squares. Room to move around inside the hexagon. Down here is where we open the stair bunker from, and that's our drop down into the starter base just like that. And the good thing about the stair bunker is it can be sealed into the base super early on into the build, so I'm going to take long at all to get to the stage of being able to bunker this core, which is really, really handy. We can come back up and around. You can see it's quite a spacious starter for what we're living in here, and the base provides everything that you're going to need to defend an online raid, whilst giving you plenty of storage as well for all the loot that you may gather. You can see our inners here are super nice, they are unladderable, and you can't drop through these either unless someone stands on your head. That's where the quick shoot is going to line up to, and we're on our inners floor right now. Spots for some lockers, some respawns, and anything else you can think to throw up here will be super handy. We do have spare turrets as well, we didn't use them all in the space, so you can throw some turrets on this level as well. But yeah, overall nice stable inners, and they're not landable whatsoever, and they also give retakes out up onto the roof from here as well. With our little bull roof, good little spot for a barrel there. And you can see the angles up onto roof, giving us some good retakes, and you can throw window glass on there as well if there's no turrets up there. Makes it a little bit safer in your inners floor. You can see that we do airlock also the roof exit, which is super handy, and there's 3 ways to get out from here. The 3 turrets you can see looking at me are absolutely amazing. Those are going to be impossible to take out anyone on a minicopter trying to HV or even MLRS could have a tough time taking those out. Then from there we have our 360-degree shooting floor angles, and a couple of drop downs into our waterfalls. You could play off the waterfalls, not an amazing angle, but it is the best way to go from roof to compound nice and quickly with minimal fall damage. Opening up these garage doors is going to reveal 3 more turrets, and if you're good with the old electricity, then you can link these up with some heartbeat sensors, and it's also a nice bedroom to play off of. You've got roof retakes from here, and some shell retakes as well. Super nice little angles there, and a couple more into compound where we expect raiders to blow in through those high walls. Overall, nice little bedroom there, so keep it stocked up, get those turrets down, and it's going to give you an amazing time to play from. Overall, the bull roof is pretty secure, and it's tough for a raid base to get any angles in here either. 3 windmills on roof is going to cap this bad boy off, and hopefully you guys can all agree this base is a little banger, and it's not too tricky to put down at all. Next up, let me go ahead and break down the total cost of this build. First of all, on screen is the total build cost. Second up is that build cost in box amounts. And lastly is the total upkeep, and it's spread between 1 TC. And of course, you can add externals to this base if you so desire. Join the Discord and I can teach you on that. Now we're going to go ahead and break down how to build this bad boy. Alright, let's get in with the tutorial of the rider. So we're starting off with a Mickey Mouse footprint. Bet you haven't done that before. It's going to give us some space inside the starter, as a small circle is pretty tight. Unless we open it up with our boxes in the square and our mobility in square. Gives us a lot more room here. Double half wall for a future stair bunker. If you're on console, leave that double half wall out. You're not getting a stair bunker, I'm afraid. Then you can wrap around with some door frames, and we just have a little staircase to get us up. Steel in the roof, that's the starter done and dusted. And it's going to be a second floor entrance for maximum door path. Wrap this one through with a single door, another double half wall, so once again we can stair bunker, and that single door is part of the bunker too. So that'll need to be upgraded at some point. And already we can bunker our base. Look at that. Wow. Very nice. And then you just break it just like that. Easy peasy. Wrap in the rest of the Mickey Mouse kind of shape. Loot room goes above loot room. We wrap around, that's our jump up there. Now you need to have either deployables in this spot, or there's also the option of a grill. You can throw a grill in here, or a ladder hatch frame, or something like that. I see a few people opting for that over the deployables, so feel free to go for that if you like it. Jump down, that final square goes through to complete our footprint, and it's the way up into the base. Bringing in that staircase again. And then you just wrap it up at the top and give yourself some space for boxes. Then we can close up the jump up. I'll just showcase the stair bunker again. And up top here, that gets sealed up with the single door, and we wrap it in half walls to prepare for the bowl roof later on. So just something like that to close it up and make sure nobody can door camp us from this level. And that'll work fine. Now we're throwing on symmetry here to get the footprint going. 3-sided sim, so everything I do needs to be done on the opposite 2 sides. Short little build out here to get us our offset peaks. And that's going to give us nice and stable inners. And we complete the footprint, making a nice circular shell, just like so. There we go, looking pretty good. We'll need to connect this square that's floating off to the side, so just add in what I'm adding now. And that'll make sure nothing's going to decay. We have our way into the base on the left, and then we have a quick shoot going up. Over to the right. Both of those are double door frames in between. Remember, over here we have a spot for some more deployables. This is a great battery spot over here, and we have a turret above. Then you can add in these frames here, and that gives us some good coverage from that turret to watch inside the shell. And just wrap around the rest of this section with the walls, and a couple of door frames in here too. And you can seal that whole part up. On the main base, we do have some triangle honeycombing here. That's going to soak up some rockets in a potential raid scenario. Around the front, you can finish off the footprint a little further, just like this. And we'll go as far as throwing down the compound turrets and the bedrooms to allow you guys to get some high walls going. That's how you create our little funnel section here. Super simple, nothing crazy with this base. Nice and easy to follow through. And of course, just follow the symmetrical sides along. That's our gatehouse there. Add in the single doors as I do and place them in the same rotation so you get that airlock going. And there we go. Looking good. And we can wrap around to the bedrooms over here. And we'll just build those as so. You need the walls and the frames on this module as well, or else the foundations in the middle are going to decay. You got to join it up just like as I've done now. Make your spot for the turret in the middle. And that turret's super easy to place, as long as you don't do a stone frame, go for metal. And once it's turret time, you can just press it into the back of the walls. Once you've done that, we got some spots for shotgun traps as well. Add in the low walls to prep for barricades. And we're going to throw chain link on top of the shotgun trap spots. There we go, making that a very scary turret indeed. Not something I'm trying to online raid. There we go. Then we can add low walls on this gatehouse as well, to prep for the barricades. And it's a simple one high wall seal here. Nice and easy, no externals needed, but of course you should always have some externals if you can. And we wrap around over on this side like so. Just sealing up everything nice and easy. Don't forget about the triangle ladder hatch chute. And then you can wall in all your inners. On the square that has the angle below it, we're going to create a little spot for a bedroom here, with a low wall retake back inside the base. There's also retakes onto roof from the windows there. And we have a spot for a locker, and of course our jump up from our chute as well. Easy peasy. Wrapping over this side, we're going to match the height, and then we're going to raise frames up. And this is a good little snowball base, super simple to get down, and nothing crazy and hard to memorize. Once you've done that, you can add a couple of frames in here. And where the frames line up is where you want the double door to be, so you can exit onto roof. And then in between that, we'll have windows, and of course one of them is a single door. And just wrap your half walls through, and add floors across all of this. You can even add a ceiling to the inners floor as well. Take away all those soft sides, and close it all up. You can finish off your bedrooms just like this. Don't forget to throw a turret in there, have a garage door ready to go. Over on this side, we have a window with a Petrico. And then our head is covered as well with some half walls on that. You can throw your turret up here as well, and that's a really good turret, not easy to take out. And then on the left and right, you can throw down your waterfalls. Raise up this frame from the front door, and then just seal that in so we can sneakily exit from the roof down to compound. And just seal in this whole part here, and add a couple of low walls, mainly for aesthetics. You're not going to be rocking about up here too much. Once you've done that, a couple of windmills, and that completes the base design. Super quick, little easy, simple one for you guys. And it's definitely a banging base that I hope to see out there on some servers. If you boys and girls enjoyed this video, then please feel free to leave me a like and drop me a comment down below. Remember to join the Discord if you need any help at all, or if you want to cop a custom, and I'll see you boys and girls in the next video. See you in a bit.